We are at the half, and wow is about all you can say. It is all Indiana once again. 35-7 at the half. Indiana leads Oregon. Let's run down some of these first half stats. Pretty one-sided, obviously, with the score the way it is. Total yardage, 175 for the Hoosiers, 121 for the Ducks. Penalties, Oregon penalized twice for 25 yards. Hoosiers penalized one time for 5 yards. Time of possession even in the first half. The big stat in the first half, the turnovers. 3 in the first half for Oregon. And Indiana turned every one of those Oregon turnovers into a touchdown at their end. Individual numbers in the first half. Fernando Mendoza for the Hoosiers, 10 for 11 for 110 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Elijah Surratt, the leading receiver for the Hoosiers, 4 catches, 48 yards, and he has one of the 3 receiving touchdowns. Omar Cooper Jr., 2 catches, 15 yards. He has a receiving touchdown. Charlie Becker, 1 catch for 36 yards. He has the other receiving touchdown for the Hoosiers. D'Angelo Pons, Riley Nowakowski, and Roman Hemby, all 3 with a catch apiece. Running the football, leading rusher Roman Hemby, 8 rushes for 35 yards. Kalon Black rushed it 9 times for 27 yards and a touchdown. Mendoza rushed it 3 times for 3 yards. Dante Moore in that first half, 9 of 14 for 112 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Leading receiver in that first half was Jay Harris, 3 catches for 32 yards. Jamari Johnson, 2 catches for 39 yards and the receiving touchdown. Malik Benson, 2 catches for 23 yards, 1 catch apiece for De'Ara Hill Jr. and Kenyon Sadiq. Running the football for Oregon, Jay Harris, 10 carries, 29 yards. De'Ara Hill Jr., 2 runs for 8 yards. But if you factor in the sacks, Oregon has 9 rushing yards in the first half. 112 through the air, 9 on the ground. And it has led to a 35-7 lead for Indiana at the half. Indiana 30 minutes away from a berth in the college football playoff national championship game against Miami coming up a week from Monday. Hoosiers will get the football to start the second half after winning the toss and deferring at the start of the game. So Oregon's going to kick this ball off here in the second half, and we are underway in half number 2. And it'll be a touchback, and the Hoosiers will get it at the 25-yard line. So Indiana, if you count the Rose Bowl game in the first 2 quarters in this one, 73 points in the playoff in a game and a half. Hoosiers start this first down at the 25-yard line. And now we've got flag. We've got movement right before the first down snap. And it'll be 1st and 15. Second penalty on the Hoosiers. Drew Evans got a little bit of a quick jump there for the Hoosiers. He's guilty of the false start. It'll be 1st and 15. At the 20. And this is a handoff on first down. This will be a gain of a couple up to the 22-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and 13. Second down, 13 for Indiana, football at the 22. Opening possession, third quarter. Mendoza Throwing left side, has a man. First down. That's Elijah Surratt again with his 5th catch. And out of bounds at the 37. Gain of 15 and a Hoosier first down. Surratt's been the go-to target tonight. "64 yards now on the 5 receptions for Elijah Surratt. And here's another handoff up the middle, and Hemby's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Maybe picked up a yard, but that's it. It'll be 2nd down. Bryce Betcher in on that stop. He's been one of the bright spots for Oregon tonight defensively. 2nd and 9. Football sitting at the 39. Mendoza throwing right side, and he's got a man. That's Becker out of bounds right at midfield, and that'll be another Indiana first down. And the Hoosiers have marched it down to midfield. Mendoza still only with the 1 incompletion tonight. First down, Indiana. And this is a handoff. And a big gainer for Kalon Black. And he's near the first down on a gain of 10. Hoosiers drive it inside the 40. It is a first down. Just inside the 39. Mendoza has room to run it. And it closed in a hurry, but Mendoza still picks up about 4. Give Mendoza 5 on that. So 2nd and 5 at the 34. Mendoza coming up to the line, might be changing the play here. Mendoza takes the snap, and it's a handoff on 2nd down, and that's going to be a loss of a yard. Is that Betcher again in there defensively? It sure was for Oregon. Loss of a couple, they say. So 3rd down and 7. Quick snap. Mendoza looking. Mendoza will run it. He'll get the first. Almost breaks free and fumbles the football, but Indiana there to recover. Pat Coogan, the offensive lineman, was there to recover the fumble for Indiana, as the Hoosiers will keep possession. Oregon had the chance there. They got the fumble, but unable to recover. First down, Indiana. In the red zone once again, and another handoff, and this will be a gain of a yard. That's it on first down. Hemby stopped at the 17. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Second down and 9 for the Hoosiers at the 17 of the Ducks. Handoff, and inside the 15 to the 13. This will be a gain of 4 for Roman Hemby, setting up 3rd down and 5. Hoosiers have had the ball for almost the first 6 minutes here in the third quarter as we near the 9-minute mark. Third down and 5. Mendoza looking, end zone, open man, touchdown Indiana. E.J. Williams Jr. with the 13-yard touchdown reception, and the Hoosiers in the end zone once again. It is 41-7 with the extra point pending. Extra point is good. And it is 42-7 Indiana. 8:52 to play in the third quarter. "13-yard pass from Mendoza to E.J. Williams Jr. "42-7 Hoosiers. "11 play, 75-yard drive, took 6 minutes, 8 seconds. And the Hoosiers are pouring it on the Ducks. Mendoza still with just the one incompletion. He's now 13 of 14 for 151 yards and now 4 touchdown passes for the Heisman Trophy winner. And the Hoosiers are well on their way to a berth in the College Football Playoff National Championship game and a homecoming for Mendoza, as he is from the Miami area. And my upcoming live stream schedule, it's going to be a busy Saturday on the live stream. I'm going to be back with you 12 noon Eastern time tomorrow for some college basketball action. These Indiana Hoosiers will be taking on the undefeated and 10th ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers. That will be at noon Eastern time tomorrow on the live stream. Nebraska in the midst of probably their finest basketball season in team history, trying to stay undefeated. Be on with the live stream of that game tomorrow, noon Eastern time, for some college basketball action, Nebraska and Indiana. So we will see Oregon get the football for the first time here in the second half. Run up in the kickoff. And this is another touchback. Oregon will get it at the 25-yard line. So here we go. First down, Oregon at the 25, 8:52 to play, third quarter. It's a toss play on first down, and this will be a big gainer across the 35, and look out. 50, 40, 35, 30. Hill going to try to take this the distance, and he's going to be brought down at the 4. 71-yard run. By far the biggest play of the night for the Oregon offense. De'Aaron Hill Jr., a run of 71 yards. First and goal, Oregon at the 4. Hill, the running back, still in the backfield behind Moore on this first and goal at the 4. Moore looking, throws too high, incomplete, but it's going to be interference in the end zone. And Oregon will get it at the 2, first and goal. So first and goal at the 2 for Oregon. $7:56 to play, third quarter. Oregon looking for their second touchdown of the game. It's first and goal at the 2. Handoff, and they've been in. Touchdown, Oregon. Jay Harris punches it in from 2 yards out. This was set up by the 71-yard run by De'Aaron Hill Jr., and Jay Harris finishes it off with the 2-yard touchdown. And Oregon in the end zone for the second time tonight, and it's 42-13 with the extra point to come. Ducks are going to go for 2 here. And the throw, and it is a reception for 2 points. Johnson with the 2-point conversion reception, and that'll make it 42-15 with 7:50 to play in the third quarter. So the Ducks score very quickly. $42-15 with 7:50 to play in the third. It was a 2-play, 75-yard drive that took 1 minute 2 seconds. Jay Harris, a 2-yard touchdown run. And then the 2-point conversion. And we are at 42-15, 7:50 to play in the third. So let's see what the score, 42-15. Does Oregon roll the dice here and attempt an extra point? Or an extra point. Does Oregon roll the dice here and attempt an onside kick? Is where Still in a 27-point hole. We know the kind of offense Oregon is capable of. So this is not an insurmountable deficit as far as their offense goes. The problem is Indiana's been scoring pretty much anything time they wanted against this Oregon defense tonight. Now, granted, one of the touchdowns was a pick six and two were scored on very short fields. Let's see what Oregon does here. Looks like Oregon's just going to kick this deep. And they do. And another touchback. Indiana will get it at the 25. So back comes Fernando Mendoza and the Indiana offense. Has still just thrown the one incompletion. And with Indiana up 27 with 7:50 to go in the third, let's see if they work a little bit more on the ground game and start using up a little bit of clock here. First down at the 25, and this first play is a run and a big one. And Kaylon Black is inside the 30. Here is a flag. Black is tackled down at the 13-yard line of Oregon, but we'll check the flag. This looks like it's coming back. It's a hold on Indiana, so nullify the long run for Kaylon Black. So Oregon player down on the field as well. Hoosiers are looking at the replay, wondering where exactly the hold was. Jaden Kennedy, the banged up Oregon Duck. So it's 1st and 20 for Indiana. Instead of a 62-yard run for Kaylon Black. So 1st and 20. Back at the 15. And here's a handoff and up to the 18-yard line. This will be a gain of 3 on first down for Roman Hemby, bringing up 2nd down and 7. Seven minutes and counting remaining third quarter. Second and 17. Mendoza looks. Mendoza throws. Pass caught up to the 30-yard line. That's a reception. Again, a gain of 12, setting up 3rd down and 5. Third down 5 for Indiana. Football at the 30. Mendoza rolling right. Oregon player lost his helmet. Pass is caught by Surratt for a first down. Another third down conversion for the Hoosiers. It's Coogan, the offensive lineman for Indiana, also lost his helmet. So I'll have to go out for a play. First down and 10 at the 39. It's a high snap, and here's a handoff up to the 42-yard line and stopped right there is Roman Hemby, gain of 3. Give it a 4-yard gain on that, so second down and 6 for Indiana. Football sitting just shy of the 43, and here's another handoff up to the 47-yard line. That's Kalon Black this time getting the carry. It'll be third and about 2.5. Down to 4:50 and counting to play in the third. Hoosiers on third down tonight are a remarkable 9 out of 10. Mendoza goes deep and overshoots everybody, incomplete. And just the second incompletion thrown by Fernando Mendoza tonight. So Indiana will have to punt this football away to Oregon. A rare empty possession for Indiana. And the punt will be downed inside the 5. That's the kind of night it's gone. Kind of the way the night has gone for Indiana. They have pinned Oregon back inside the 5. So Oregon backed up. They're going to mark it right at the 5, it looks like. That's where Oregon will start with 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Still down by a good margin at 42-15. So Indiana just 19 minutes and 10 seconds away from heading to Miami and playing for a college football national championship. Again, we'll be back with you tomorrow on the live stream, noon Eastern, for some college basketball action. These Indiana Hoosiers in action against the 10th ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers and undefeated Nebraska Cornhuskers. Noon Eastern time tomorrow. So here will come the Ducks. Trying for another touchdown on the board. They had a touchdown on that last drive with a 2-point conversion. Touchdown drive that was set up by a 71-yard run by De'Ara Hill Jr. and finished off with a touchdown run by Jay Harris. First down for Oregon. They are backed up at their own 5 after the great punt. Here's a handoff on first down and up to the 7, maybe the 8-yard line on first down. Brings up second down for the Ducks as we hit 4 minutes left in the third. It will be called a gain of 3, so second down and 7. Second and 7 at the 8. Moore. Another handoff. This one going nowhere but backwards. It'll be third down and long for Oregon. There is a flag. A late flag that drops. It's after the play and a face mask against Oregon, so the down will count. Boy, that was Alex Harkey that grabbed the face mask. Third down and 11 back at the 4. Oregon better be careful here. Moore's in the shotgun, so he's going to be in his end zone. Moore throws it deep. Left side has a man, and it's caught at the 48-yard line. A 44-yard reception on third and 11. Jeremiah McClellan, the freshman out of St. Louis, with the big third down reception. Third and 11, the pass goes for 44. Got an injured Indiana player on the field. But what a pass and what a catch by Jeremiah McClellan. On third down and 11. So an injured Indiana player, that's why we're in a stoppage. So Oregon looking for some more points here, trying to crawl their way back in this football game. They score that last pass officially 43 yards on the reception from Moore to McClellan. First down for the Ducks. .240 and counting to go in the third. Moore with the screen pass right side across midfield into Indiana territory. First down to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 more. DeCorian Moore, his first catch of the game. And now Moore throws out of bounds on 1st and 10. It'll be second down. That'll stop the clock with 2:07 to play in the third quarter. Second and 10 for Oregon. And here's a handoff, and this is going to be a minimal gain, maybe a yard. And it will be a gain of 1. Landino on the immediate stop there for the Indiana defense. Third down and 9 for Oregon. On third down, it's a handoff up the middle, and this is going to be a gain of 8. Be a yard short of a first down. I have no doubt that Oregon's going to go for this. You're down 27 points. You're down to a minute in the third quarter. There's no question. Keep your offense out there. 4th and 1. On a toss play on 4th down and stuffed by the Indiana defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They went with the toss play to Harris, but the Indiana defense had that read from the get-go. And the Ducks turn it over on downs. The Hoosiers will take over with 37 seconds to play in the third quarter. First down at the 32. This is Roman Hemby picking up 3 up to the 35-yard line. Hoosiers will not have to snap it again in the third quarter if they don't want to. And Kurt Cignetti is holding up 4 fingers saying, boys, let's take this to the fourth quarter. The Indiana Hoosiers, 15 minutes away from a berth in the college football playoff national championship game. We head to quarter number 4. Hoosiers 42, Ducks 15. Stats through 3 quarters. Indiana 289 yards. Oregon's got 260. Indiana with about a 5.5-minute time of possession advantage. Still the 3 turnovers for Oregon. That's the big difference in the game. Indiana's been penalized 4 times for 22 yards. Oregon's been penalized 3 times for 28 yards. Individual numbers, Fernando Mendoza, 15 of 17, 172 yards, 4 touchdowns. 15 completions have gone to 7 different receivers. His leading receiver, Elijah Surratt, 6 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. 2 catches for 48 yards and a touchdown for Charlie Becker. 2 catches for 18 yards for Riley Nowakowski. 2 catches, 15 yards, and a touchdown for Omar Cooper Jr. E.J. Williams Jr. has 1 reception for 13 yards and a touchdown. First ever career reception for D'Angelo Pons. He usually plays defense. Roman Hemby also with a reception. Running the ball for Indiana, Roman Hemby, leading rusher, 16 carries, 51 yards. Kalon Black, 11 carries for 40 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. And Fernando Mendoza's rushed it 5 times for 26 yards. For Oregon, Dante Moore, 11 of 17 passing for 168 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 11 different catches have gone to 7 different receivers. Leading receiver, Jay Harris, 3 catches for 32 yards. Jamari Johnson, 2 catches for 39 yards and a touchdown. Malik Benson also 2 catches, 23 yards. Catch apiece, 1 catch for 43 yards for Jeremiah McClellan, and then a catch apiece for De'Aaron Hill Jr., DeCorian Moore, and Kenyon Sadiq. Running the ball for Oregon, Jay Harris, 14 carries, 34 yards. De'Aaron Hill Jr., 5 carries, 86 yards. But 71 of those rushing yards were on that 1 rush. So into the fourth quarter we go. Screen pass. And this will be a gain of a couple on second down. Third down coming up for the Hoosiers. Hoosiers need 4 on third down. Third and 4. Mendoza rolling right, throwing downfield, and the receiver and the defender both slip, and it's incomplete. Kurt Signetti calling for some pass interference, but no flag. Indiana fans are in disbelief that there was no flag there. Let's take a look. Yes. I thought in real time that the defender and the offensive player just slipped on their own feet, but there was a bit of contact there. But no flag, and the Hoosiers will have to punt it. Fielded at the 19, across the 20, running sideways to his left to the 25 and out of bounds around the 29-yard line. Return of 10, there is a flag. So the foul is on Oregon, like during the return. So Oregon with 14:04 to go will be on offense. So back will come the Ducks on offense. Just over 14 minutes to go. Here we go. First down for Oregon. Back at the 15-yard line after the penalty. Screen pass right side, and this is going to be a loss of a yard. That play fooled no one on the Indiana defense. On 2nd and 11, pass caught and up to the 19-yard line. Gain of 5 will bring up third down to manageable now. 3rd down and 6. Third and 6 at the 29. Moore just got rid of it before the sack, and it's incomplete. Had to rush that throw. And Oregon goes 3 and out. Indiana should get pretty good field position out of this, and now we have a whistle. Play clock's at 0. So this will be a delay of game against Oregon. So this will move Oregon back 5 yards. And this punt is knocked in the air, and Indiana's going to get this football at the 7-yard line. I didn't exactly see what happened there, but that ball ended up going straight up in the air. And again, Indiana is going to have a very short field. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 7. Let's see what happened here. Oh, it's blocked. It was a block punt, so special teams again comes through for Indiana. Daniel and Dukeway on the block punt. And the Hoosiers have it 1st and goal. And a handoff, and up to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Indiana looking to put the exclamation point touchdown on the board right here. Second and goal at the 5. And Mendoza will keep it, and Mendoza will get to the 3. It'll be 3rd and goal for Indiana. Clock is running as we approach 12 minutes to play. And it looks like Kursignetti is going to call for timeout here. So Indiana takes their first timeout with 11:41 to go here in the 4th quarter. Hoosiers have a 3rd and goal at the 3. Indiana looking for what would be a game-sealing touchdown if the game's not already on ice now. So 3 turnovers and then this is not the block punt obviously not going to go as a turnover, but another mistake that's given Indiana a very short field. So following the timeout, Indiana will have a 3rd and goal at the 3. Indiana just 11:41 away from heading to the national championship game a week from Monday in Miami against the Miami Hurricanes. Some long faces on the Oregon fans in the stands. Following the timeout, it's 3rd and goal for the Hoosiers at the 3. So here we go. Mendoza taking the snap on 3rd and goal, looking, throws, end zone, Surratt again, touchdown Indiana. Elijah Surratt's 2nd receiving touchdown of the night, this one from 3 yards out. Hoosiers in the end zone yet again with 11:36 to play. Extra point is good. 49-15 Indiana. Elijah Surratt's 2nd receiving touchdown of the night. And that was Fernando Mendoza's last drive of the night. If it is, his number 17 out of 20, 177 yards, 5 passing touchdowns. Another touchback. So with 11:36 to go, Oregon will start this next drive at the 25. Moore, right side pass caught. That's going to be a loss back to the 22. A loss of 3. Officially a 2-yard loss. Second down and 12. And now a screen pass right side, and nothing doing here either. Third down. No gain on that play. Third and 12. Football at the 23. Moore takes the snap. Moore being pressured and throws to an open receiver. That'll be a first down for Oregon at the 38-yard line. Moore was about to get walloped, but got rid of the ball in time and found his receiver for an Oregon first down. Malik Benson with the first down reception there. And now over the middle and complete. Dangerous throw there from Dante Moore. It'll be second down and 10. We're under 10 minutes now at 9:54 to go in the fourth. Second and 10 for Oregon. Moore fakes the handoff. Moore throws right side. Pass caught. First down Oregon. 50 out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Moore in trouble on first down, rolling left. Now throws into traffic, and they'll just heave it out of bounds, though. Second down and 10. Curt Cignetti not happy with something on the Indiana sideline. Second and 10 for Oregon. Second and 10 at the 41. Moore, pass caught and up to the 36-yard line. This will be a gain of 5. Again, it was Kenyon Sadiq on the reception for Oregon. Third down and 4. Third and 4 for Oregon. Ball sitting at the Indiana 35-yard line. And Dante Moore and Oregon going to take a timeout here as the play clock's down to 1. 8:35 to go in the game. Both teams have used a timeout. So it'd be third and 4 for Oregon from the Indiana 35. when play resumes out of the Oregon timeout. Ducks are gonna end their season 13-2 with both losses coming to this Indiana Hoosiers ball club, who's going to go to 15-0 and will be playing for a college football national championship next Monday night against Miami. So following the timeout, 3rd and 4 for Oregon. Moore looking downfield and incomplete. It'll be 4th down. So Oregon, I'm sure, just going to leave the offense out here. Moore in trouble on 4th and 4. Moore throwing to the sideline, incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now Indiana will really start working on the clock. So now I would think it would be a serious dose of running the football. Fernando Mendoza is back in. And here's a running play on 1st down, right side across the 40, 45 out of bounds around the 47-yard line. New running back into the game for the Hoosiers. That is Kobe Martin. Just got that carry. First down and 10 as we are near the midway point of the 4th. Football sitting at the 45. And here's another handoff and more running room. Kobe Martin down to the 30, maybe the 29. We're down under 7 minutes to play. First down at the 29. And it's another run for Martin. And this time, Martin will be stopped after a gain of a couple. But again, the Hoosiers can take 40 seconds off the clock. There is no reason whatsoever to be in any kind of hurry to snap this ball. Second and 7. Martin again, left side. Kobe Martin down to the 24-yard line. Third down and 5 coming up. Third down for the Hoosiers. Five and a half left and counting. Up the middle, big gainer, and the Hoosiers are in the end zone again. Another Indiana touchdown. Jonathan Brady got the carry. No, I'm sorry. That was Kalon Black. It looked like it said 0, but it's an 8. Kalon Black. And the Hoosiers have hung over 100 on the board. Second rushing touchdown for Black tonight. Extra point is good. It is 56-15 with 5:13 to go. Five play, 65-yard drive, 3 minutes, 7 seconds. Kalon Black touchdown run. Of 23 yards. And the Hoosiers, for the second straight college football playoff game, have made this a rout. And this will be another touchback. And that for sure is the end of the road tonight for Fernando Mendoza. 17 of 20, 177 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was all running on that drive. So the Mendozas will have a homecoming back in Miami. This time they will be back in Miami to play for a college football national championship. Reception here on first down for Oregon. Jeremiah McClellan on the reception for an Oregon first down. Under 5 minutes to go. First down, Ducks. At the 39, Moore, and we'll throw it out of bounds. It'll be second down and 10. 2nd and 10 for Oregon. Blitz coming. Screen pass, and this will be up to the 47, maybe the 48-yard line for McClellan. 3rd down coming up for Oregon. Third and a couple. 4 minutes to play. And a handoff on 3rd down. This will be an Oregon 1st down for Jay Harris right at the marker. And a new set of downs for the Ducks. Dan Lanning's Oregon team will hit the end of their road here in the college football playoff semifinals. Just ran into a buzzsaw of an Indiana team. Moore in trouble, nowhere to go. Moore backtracking and throws out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. Clock is stopped with 3:10 to go. Second and 10. Moore, screen pass right side. This is Hill, and Hill will be inside the 40 for a 1st down for Oregon. Took a nice little shot there at the end. De'Aaron Hill Jr. picks up an Oregon 1st down. From the 39. Moore throws and too high and complete. Will stop the clock with 2:28 to go. Second and 10 for Oregon. On 2nd down, this is a running play, and it's going backwards for a couple of yards as McClellan loses 2, and that play may take us to the 2-minute timeout. Two-minute timeout. That's how long it separates the Hoosiers from heading to the college football playoff national championship game against the Miami Hurricanes. Let's go ahead and run down some of the final stats here as when this game gets over. I'm going to sign off the live stream pretty quick, so let's wait. Don't figure Indiana's going to get the ball back. So let's run down their final numbers as they picked up 363 yards of offense. 177 through the air, 186 on the ground. Hoosiers penalized 4 times for 22 yards. had the possession time for almost 31 minutes. Individual numbers for the Hoosiers: Fernando Mendoza, 17 of 20, 177 yards, 5 passing touchdowns for Mendoza. 17 completions were to 7 different receivers. Leading receiver Elijah Surratt, 7 carries, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. 3 catches, 17 yards, and a touchdown for Omar Cooper Jr. 2 receptions for 48 yards and a touchdown for Charlie Becker. Riley Nowakowski, 2 catches for 18 yards. E.J. Williams Jr., 1 catch for 13 yards and a touchdown. D'Angelo Pons and Roman Hemby, 1 catch apiece. Running the ball for Indiana, Kalon Black, leading rusher, 12 carries, 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. Roman Hemby rushed it 17 times for 53 yards. Kobe Martin, 4 carries, 42 yards, and Fernando Mendoza, 6 carries, 28 yards, for a total of 186 yards on the ground tonight for Indiana. We'll run down Oregon's numbers after the 000s hit the clock. Two minutes to play. Oregon will have a 3rd down and 12. Oregon's going to take their second timeout here. This is an Oregon team that shut out Texas Tech in the Cotton Bowl in the quarterfinal round. They proceed tonight to give up 56 to the Indiana Hoosiers. Again, 3 of those touchdown drives were on very short fields following turnovers. And, of course, you had the pick 6 to start the game. This will be a first down, a lot more, and inside the 5 and down around the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Oregon. Big gain there for Jamari Johnson. A bit of a face mask there, too, on Indiana. First and goal for Oregon, trying to punch it in one more time. And swarmed at the line of scrimmage and stuffed. 2nd and goal. As we are down, about to hit the final minute. Second and goal from the 2. More looking, more, and incomplete. Yeah, it's going to be interference on Indiana. So that will put it 1st and goal at the 2. Clock is stopped with 34 seconds. So 1st and goal, Oregon. A high snap, and Moore just throws it out of the back of the end zone. It's been that kind of night for Oregon. Down to 29 seconds. Second and goal at the 2. It's a handoff. No, it isn't. It's a pass to the end zone and an Oregon touchdown. Faked me out there, and I think kind of faked the camera guy out as well. Roger Salapaga on the touchdown reception. It makes it 56-21 with 22 seconds to go. Extra point is up and good, and that will make it 56-22 with 22 seconds to play. 11 play, 74-yard drive for Oregon. Took 4 minutes, 44 seconds. And the kick will again be through the end zone, and the Hoosiers should probably kneel down here. Mendoza coming on to take a knee. And the kneel down and the final snap. And the Indiana Hoosiers are heading to the college football playoff national championship game as they blow out the Oregon Ducks in the Peach Bowl 56-22. They move to 15-0. Oregon's season concludes at 13-2. Final numbers for Oregon, they ended up with 378 yards of offense. They actually, in the end, outgained Indiana, 378-363. But those 3 costly turnovers. Dante Moore tonight, 24 of 39, 285 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. 1 interception that resulted in the pick 6. He found 8 different receivers tonight. Jeremiah McClellan, 5 catches, 64 yards. Kenyon Sadiq, 5 catches, 29 yards. Jamari Johnson, 4 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. 3 catches, 32 yards for Jay Harris. 2 catches, 28 yards for DeCorian Moore. 2 catches, 25 yards for De'Aaron Hill Jr. Malik Benson, 2 catches for 23 yards. And Roger Salapaga, 1 catch, 1 yard, and for the touchdown, the last touchdown for Oregon. Running the football, De'Aaron Hill Jr., 5 carries, 86 yards. Jay Harris, 16 carries, 35 yards, and a touchdown. But it was all Hoosiers, 56-22. And the Hoosiers and the Hurricanes will play for the college football playoff national championship a week from Monday, January 19th, down in Miami, Florida. Will the hometown Hurricanes hoist the college football playoff championship trophy, or will Indiana and the Mendoza brothers, who are from in Miami, hoist the trophy? Folks, are going to sign off the live stream here pretty quick. Again, my name is John, Sportsmananza John on YouTube. If you do like my content, would appreciate a like and subscribe. That would really help out a lot. Also on Kick tonight at Sports Kick John, and you can follow me there, and you can also follow me on Twitch at Sport Guru John. I'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon for some college basketball at noon Eastern. The Indiana Hoosiers against the 10th ranked and undefeated Nebraska Cornhuskers. They're from Simon Scott Assembly Hall in Bloomington. That's coming up at noon Eastern. Nebraska looking to stay undefeated. Appreciate you joining me tonight, everyone. Congratulations to Indiana, off to the national championship game against Miami. I'll talk to you again on the live stream tomorrow for the Huskers and the Hoosiers for some midday college basketball. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Good night, guys.